is here with me to read some poetry while I
Hello.
code in Unreal. Yeah.
Alright, let me know when I can start.
Yeah, you can start whenever. And
Cool.
hi, chat. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm just going to be editing some stuff.
Okay, this one is called Astrology. Tell me that my ego knows no bounds. Tell me how I was out of my mind, thinking I was gazing at the sky all night when I was really looking down, and how that wasn't the exquisite silk of the cosmos, that was just the grimy asphalt glistening in the citrus streetlights after the rain, how those fluid gems were not the stars but broken bottles, sickly dust, and say that when I fell, I was not closer to the angels than I'd ever been before, and that was not a nebula, just breath escaping into cold. And that was not the dizzy dream world of deep space, blackout lit up by the stars. It was just that when I hit the ground, I must have hit my head too hard. I know that it's not art. It's a lunar module's revolving door in my skull. Spheres that glide alluring, no holiness. My only rights are soft gamma repeaters, or planets that wander in beloved orbits. Why do deities still hesitate? These expanses duplicate constraints past whatever worship I believe. And I know that the birth and death of the universe resides in the marrow of my bones, and that I bleed supernovas in my flesh as the flesh of blue giants, and that we, both them and me, we shift with the perspective breach, attributing this absence obsolete. With every spin, celestials immortal are sacred only as a token. Erased continuums will crash when we send upwards burdened glass, reflecting back to us our battles and our comments, till someday we are reborn as gods. This next one is frequencies. It's amazing how much pain one can withstand, and how with each injury one becomes better equipped to endure it. Broken bones heal stronger than ever. Tough scar tissue replaces untouched skin, known and exposed. I'll give you a taste of your own medicine, she says as she injects him with true serum. Picture a long stretch of unpaved road. A rare breeze cushions the dust particles and sends them upwards. They knot and lurch between telephone poles and run-down bars and gas stations. The road is dotted by tiny cemeteries where the chameleon prince makes grave rubbings, and it's funny that he chooses to do so since most of the graves are unmarked, and those that do have names or dates are so old and worn down by the winds and tendrils of dust that the names and dates are completely indecipherable. The chameleon prince now has so many pieces of paper covered in charcoal waste as simple as a scar. I hear he plasters his house with them. I also hear his silhouette crawling across my floor sometimes. You come across a black marble statue with a halo the color of sand. She holds a fluorescent light, which hums precariously. Your lips tremble, but any noise lags behind. It's only tolerable when you close your eyes. You reach out and touch her, surprised, when the marble gives, not like flesh, but like fairy blue shimmer. Wolf opens his mouth, and inside that mouth is another mouth, and inside that mouth is another mouth, exquisitely ugly, like the invisible, subsequent world to come. Self expands so much it dissolves like liquid. Ego so grand it disappears. This carnage never ended, just starched its collar with freshly fallen snow. This one is The Silent Astronaut. So am I going too fast? Or slow down?
You can slow down a bit.
Behold, the module in which I'll remain until I either find a way to come back home or run out of oxygen. Assuming I refrain from speaking, there should be enough oxygen in here to last me give or take 2 years. All I will have with me, my equipment, is a small notebook and a pencil. I wanted a pen, you see, but those don't work in zero gravity. So a pencil it is, allowing me the alarming power to erase my own thoughts. Of course, my plight will be recorded, so that this can be a performance. It's amazing that they let me get away with that claim when all I want is to float aimlessly through whatever is more than sky. And if I make it back unscathed, how impressive will all this be? And if I don't, how utterly insignificant. This next one is called Anarchy Heaven in quotation marks. Riot results from injury. How often I forget I'm not immortal. Intimate crypt / intimate hesitation, and all of a sudden, everyone's an opponent. Regretting a promise is simpler than ever. Ache heavily, absurd breakdown, sometimes human warmth placebo is solitary antidote. Black concrete buildings in a field of black ice. God, you're good at what you do. Tell me, do you enjoy it? You can tell me the truth. Remain silent. Intervene overwhelmingly, but don't let them know. Unstable ritual paradox. Latex and our sad brutal pain. This is your fucking home now. This is ours. And don't you dare spit those worthless words, fear or death or whatever. And don't moan about the cold. None of that drivel. Who do you think you are? How you key audio north. Outline apologies. Nastier concepts. Blank out long enough to finish projects. No matter the outcome, we always say the damage decreased. Give me release. A body complete. Outrage unleashed. Weapons unsheathed. In the gutter at least. An urge that's misguided. Too indecisive. Remaining so quiet. Looking for guidance. You know we won't find it. And I don't mind it. Mechanical ransom dawn. Claude anachronism man. This moment. This lifetime. It's just a radio broadcast. This next one is Industrial Sanctuary. Up the river, there's a black hole drinking all the light, all the chemicals. Prototype smoke moan in teenage circle. Wartime resident performs a burden blow mistake, bitter because nothing is beyond understanding. Dismal lovers on a garbage swing set, jargon lips hold cigarettes, taste like train tracks, skip the alcohol, edge, counterfeit sound effects. Sword diary inherits shock, more a knife than a typewriter. Mud ethics are a home. Ignorance is a home, but only sometimes. Suppress a bottle like it's a light bulb. Wish everything came with a simple on and off switch. A single light bulb in an attic with peeling green paint on the walls. Stacks of board games, a mattress in a corner, no covers, autumn aluminum, torn pages erratically scrawled conflicts, poetize, ghostwrite, mangled motifs, antique continuum in hindsight, a capsule of mourning. Flies gather on the walls where a viscous red liquid leaks, noticeable only when the light swings, nudged by the creeping wind, directly distressing, trailing underground, gushing and rising in the river. Drink some water. How are we on time?
Well, we got 7 minutes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I only have 2 smallish poems left. I could play around with a guitar a little bit for a few minutes after that.
Sounds cute.
This one is Lover of Bad Company. I know that I'm a lover of bad company, in passion or in dirty melancholy. Right now I'm standing on the balcony because I feel weird around these sleeping bodies. Lives destroyed in exploration, experiments in desperation. Boundaries have been overestimated. Nobody can give an explanation. Desire causes physical discomfort, or maybe space and distance have been altered. Make me sick to numb it or to feel it. At least I know now that I can resist it. No, really, I do not need your apologies. I live it with shadows who don't interrupt me. Recognized by name, they see right through me. When I say that I don't realize what I'm doing. I'd like to think there's more to life than this. The chemical's unholy bitterness. Like rope and chains that bind my throat and wrists. At least I'm not the villain of this film. The suffering will feed me, and those will off want to bleed like me. Hope you feel better than I did when I woke up this morning. All right.
Did you have some memories while reading
Yeah,
that
I
one?
did.
Oh my gosh, things have really changed since that
Yeah.
scene.
They did. That's why, I don't know. I feel like this scene really represents an interesting time in my life.
I think so.
And this last one. Got the sky in my hands, and when I feel dull, I push on my eyes so I can see colors. Losing my mind in empty train stations, walls blur and shift. I see tessellations, sinking and floating. I'm losing the floor. No one looks back. When I look in the mirror, nobody looks back. When I look in the mirror, without looking back. When I look in the mirror. Yeah.
Damn, that fucking love that one.
Yeah. Thank you.
That was my favorite one. I would just sing that one all the time.
Yeah.
That was a great song.
It's so good. That's like, it's just,
No,
it's...
you're good. It's objectively true.
Oh
It's
my
a good
god.
one.
It just, I feel like it's a very specific feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I like hearing other people say it more than I like hearing myself say it.
perfect. I was gonna say, these are from a zine. We are doing more things in print and physical copies of things. So if anybody is interested in purchasing some art, I'll link my Instagram. I'll start posting more things. Here we go. I'm gonna start doing more paintings, and we have, different things available soon. So painting clothes, I'll do that soon. I think you could play louder even. Because it's not hitting the...
Oh no. I'm just like using an electric guitar as an acoustic one because it was the closest to me.
Fair.
But it's not getting picked up at all.
It is
Or-
a little bit.
It's ambient.
Well, it's 9:30.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
You're all super sweet.
Yeah, thank you so much.